Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Colin Cassidy with South FL CC, here with Joel the Nose, little special guest.
Hey guys, I'm so glad to be here. First video ever.
Trying something new, you know, let's see where it goes. Today we're going to do, as you can see, we got Parfums de Marly here. We're going to do our top 10 for a young man, but really anyone in general, starting from 10, going down to 1, in order. So, got a little bit of variety.
So I'm excited. So this is his channel. He picked his top 10, and I'm going to comment on it. I'm excited to see what he chose here.
This is a little honorable mention, first of all.
All right.
A lot of people get thrown off by the bottle, but I love this scent. It's got marshmallow in it, which is the main note I smell.
Yeah.
So sweet, so sensual. I've tried it on myself. Even Maurice here at Osme said he gave it to some men to blind sample and they loved it. And then they came in and they were like, what the heck? It's a pink bottle?
Yeah. You see it, guys? This is Oriana.
Alright.
Great out-of-the-box choice. I like how you start your channel with an outlier, kind of throwing everybody around a little bit with a purely what would be known as feminine fragrance, but as all of us know, all perfume is unisex.
A lot of them are unisex for sure. This is number 9 here. I know this is Joel's favorite. For me, I don't have that much experience with it, but Hobbed On.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, I love. So for me, this would be my top 3, but I love that it's in his top 10 out of all these Parfums de Marly.
This one's a little different than what you would expect from Parfums de Marly. This one's great for the winter, for the cold nights, but honestly it could be worn anytime really. A lot of people say it smells like an apple pie in a way.
Yep.
One of Joel's favorites for sure.
Yep. It was it's actually the first Parfums de Marly I ever owned. When I smelled it, I was just blown away. It's kind of gourmandish, but it's not really.
Not that overly sweet.
Yeah. It's not like a super sweet cloying fragrance. It's like I said, it's kind of fresh, apple, spicy, incense. It's got some caramel in here, and like I would love wearing this whole weather. Like if you're in New York City right now, the weather's turning. Great fragrance.
What I love about Parfums de Marly is they're blended so well. Such high quality, they last on your skin the whole day. And it's probably the brand that most young niche connoisseurs would know about mostly. You could find it in your typical Neiman Marcus or Saks.
Yeah.
But obviously if you're in Miami here, come check out them at Osme, because they're the best customer service I've ever had.
Yeah, you're going to get attention here that you'll never be able to get anywhere else by real experts.
Number 8, another classic, Herod. Now this one's tobacco vanilla. The only reason it's so high up on my list is I've noticed I have a little sample of it. It doesn't perform as much as I'd like it to. I noticed it lasts about 4 to 5 hours at most. But it's another good one. Another good tobacco vanilla.
Yeah, this is, Herod is one of their kind of classic fragrances because of that tobacco. Some people refer to it a little bit like a tobacco-y, almost like a Tom Ford-esque quality with that tobacco vanilla. But I think it stands on its own. Excellent fragrance.
Another thing I love about this brand is the atomizer in the bottle. Art in itself.
It's not that loud.
Great atomizer.
The bottles, if you've never tried to hold one, they're heavy. And what's even almost heavier relative is the cap.
The cap, I think, weighs more than the bottle itself.
It's a weapon. So if you're ever gonna fight, you need to like quickly whip it off. You could actually.
Coming in at number 7, we got Greenlee, one of their newer releases. One I have in my personal collection also. This one is so good. It's got apple, it's got woodsy, some cedar, musk. So good. Could be worn any reason, any season.
This is one of my favorite green fresh fragrances. That apple it's like a pure ripe green apple. Delicious. Love that one. I love Parfums de Marly is it's such a great brand because it mixes well with both the people who like designer and niche. It really hits that perfect
balance. Like we were talking about earlier. They don't ever release a bad fragrance, you know. Not one that I've smelled that I don't like. This is number 5, I believe. Pegasus. Classic. That almond note is just so distinct, so unique. I'm actually wearing this today as my fragrance. It's so sweet, so different, you know? Lavender, almond, amber, vanilla. Very much a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, this, for me, what separates this one is it's like that fresh almond. The lavender and the almond are such a unique combination. I don't really recall any other fragrances that I can think of off the top of my head that use that combination. So that's really unique.
All right. This one's number 5 actually. Pegasus was 6, my bad. Number 5, CALMAN. And I know this one has some haters and some naysayers, but I love it. That peppery, spicy, blood orange on top. So good. And Joel actually said he wore this out with some women the other night and all 3 of them loved it. And that's rare to come by.
Yeah, I've done a video, guys, for those of you who don't watch my channel, if you want, it's Joel the Nose. This came out as my number 1 compliment getting fragrance that I own. It's such a statement fragrance. I've never smelled anything quite like it, actually. And like you said, it's kind of got in the community, the fragrance community, it's polarizing. You got people who kind of love it or hate it. I was in the middle for a long time, and I'm solidly now in the love it camp.
All right, number 4. Another one that I have personally, Sedley. My favorite bottle, I have to say, of the whole collection. And this one's different because it has spearmint in it. And you immediately smell it.
Yeah.
You know, this is what funny enough, like I think of gum when I think of spearmint. And I think this is how it would feel to chew 5 gum. If I had the same fragrance, felt that way. One of my favorite freshies from the brand. It's so good.
Yeah, this is, to me, of their fresh fragrances, and they have a lot, is their most unique. And like you said, because of that spearmint. In the United States, we tend to associate spearmint with gum. It's interesting if you go to, say, Europe or England, they don't really have that in their gum. So to them, spearmint has a completely different association. So you know, these are made in Europe. So I feel that's what I like about it, because not a lot of people make fragrances with spearmint because they think we'll associate it with gum. But this, they succeed at it. It's great.
So good. All right, number 3. One of my favorites, Ojan.
Always trying to photo bombs.
You got no reason to.
That was an actual photo bomb.
Just saying hi, saying hi. This one is for the gourmand lovers. Ooh. This one is cinnamon, apple, vanilla, musky a little bit. So good.
Yeah, so this one, to me, is a spicier cinnamon version compared to Hop Down. A lot of people, they came out around the same time, you know, around 2012, 2013. It's almost 10 years ago. It's almost like a sister or brother fragrance to Hop Down. People kind of prefer one or the other. This one to me is like a sweeter apple cinnamon. The other one, Hop Down's a little bit more caramel, a little bit of a different smell, but similar. If you like one, you'll probably like the other.
All right, number 2. Classic, Layton. Now everyone knows about this. If you know about Parfums de Marly, this is so good. It's got apple, I think, as well, right?
You know what? I'm actually not sure.
A little bit of vanilla, spicy, sweet, incensey, but this is one the ladies would definitely love.
Take a look at the nose there. So, it's a little bit hard to read. Bergamot, mandarin, lavender, apple. So yep, you got the owl, jasmine, geranium. Yeah, Layton, one of their most popular, probably well-selling and well-known. You know, a great fragrance. If you were gonna buy any one Parfums de Marly to start with, you could never go wrong with starting.
And if you wear this on a date, you're sure enough to get a compliment. You know, this is a lady pleaser, as they say.
There you go. Or a lady killer.
Yeah. And then number 1, Percival.
Because of your story on this one.
This is
a
a sentimental one for me. Started off my niche collection. My parents actually took a trip to Paris and went to the boutique for Parfums de Marly and came back with one fragrance for me, one for my brother. I got this one, and my brother got Layton.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 1 and 2, Layton and Percival have a very strong family story. Love that.
Mandarin, lavender, amber, musk, tonka bean, nutmeg. Ooh. A lot of people compare this to Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, but this is just on a whole nother level. It has that similar vibe, but it's just so different and so unique. It's fresh, it's clean, it can be worn day or night, any season, any reason. One of my favorites here.
Yeah, and the notes on this, it's like, I think one thing that separates this for me is that nutmeg and the amber. So you've also got this, what's called ice flower, you've got peony. This is a real, again, classic Parfums de Marly. When I say that, I mean classic French perfumery. They are a French to the bone niche house, and this, again, is one of their earlier bottles, and it sticks to that classic French perfumery.
This one's the perfect balance between fresh and sweet, not overly sweet in any way, and definitely a compliment getter for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
Cool.
that's our top 10 Parfums de Marly. If I had to pick one to start off with as a young man, I'd go with probably Percival or Layton. Those are the top 2, you know. It tends to be like more fresh or sweet, but they're both a good balance of both. Thank you to Golden Nose for coming out.
Of course, thanks
First
for having
video.
me. Yeah.
Hopefully there's more to come, you know. We'll see.
All right.
We're here at Osman Perfumery in Miami. Come check it out. Maurice and the team will give you a good rundown of the place and figure out something you like for sure.
If you want to literally learn more than you ever know, come here, see Maurice or Babaga. Two of them are going to educate you in a way that you're going to fall in love with each perfumery. So, happened to me, it's happened to Colin.
All right, everyone. Peace out. Thanks for joining in, and check back soon for a new video.